My wife cheated on me and filed for divorce, hoping to claim half of my lottery winnings. But she missed one critical detail. Hey Reddit, Red Eye Plus here. When I hit the jackpot, $32 million, it felt like I'd stepped into another reality. One moment I was pulling double shifts at a construction site just to cover bills, and the next I was holding a check so massive it didn't feel real. Jessica, my wife, was over the moon. She kissed me so hard that day, I nearly forgot about the distance that had quietly grown between us over the past few months. Almost. We've been married 7 years, but lately things felt off. She was distant. More girls' trips, glued to her phone, colder than usual. I didn't want to assume the worst. I figured maybe money stress was getting to her. I thought the lottery win would fix everything between us. Instead, it only exposed how broken things really were. A week after the money landed in my account, Jessica sat me down. "I'm just not happy anymore," she said through tears. "It's not about the money." But of course it was about the money. Days later, I was served divorce papers. She wanted half of everything, including the jackpot. I was heartbroken, though not shocked. The timing said it all. Then, as if that betrayal was enough, I found out from a mutual friend that Jessica had been sleeping with Brad, her so-called friend, the guy who conveniently appeared in her Instagram posts over the past year. I could have lost it, but instead, I made a different call to my lawyer, Tony. He'd been a close friend since high school and one of the smartest legal minds I knew. Years ago, he'd helped me set up a small safety net, one that was about to save me. "Do you remember the trust we created when you inherited your dad's land?" Tony reminded me. Well, that trust technically owns the lottery winnings too. I had completely forgotten about it. When my father passed, Tony advised putting my inheritance into a trust for tax benefits and legal protection. We also included a clause allowing any future assets to be added later. I hadn't touched it in years, but when the lottery office asked where to deposit the winnings, I'd automatically given them the trust account details. Jessica never had a clue. The divorce battle that followed was brutal. Her attorney came out swinging, insisting she deserved half, since we were still married when I bought the ticket. On paper, it looked like an easy win for her. But then Tony brought out the big guns. "The lottery winnings aren't part of Mr. Carter's personal estate," he told the judge. "They belong to an irrevocable trust established prior to the win and protected under state law. Mrs. Carter is not a beneficiary." Jessica's face went pale as Tony handed the judge the trust paperwork. Her lawyer stammered, but there was nothing they could do. The trust was airtight. She didn't walk away empty-handed, though. The court granted her half of our shared assets, the house, joint savings, and my car. But compared to the millions secured in the trust, it was pocket change. Jessica didn't take the ruling well. A week later, she showed up at my apartment drunk, screaming in the hallway about how I'd stolen her future. It was pitiful. Brad had dumped her the moment he realized the money wasn't coming. I heard later that she tried crawling back to him, but he wanted nothing to do with a broke divorcee. Meanwhile, I was thriving. With Tony's help, I started investing the trust money in things that actually mattered to me: real estate, charities, and even launching my own construction company. The trust made sure I couldn't blow through the cash recklessly, and it gave me peace of mind knowing Jessica couldn't touch a cent. The best part? I was free from her lies, manipulation, and the weight of a marriage that had been dead long before the lottery win. Then, months later, I got a call from Jessica. She was sobbing, saying she'd made a mistake. "We can fix this," she pleaded. "I still love you." I couldn't help but laugh, a real deep, freeing laugh. "Jessica," I said, "you forgot one thing. I don't need you anymore." And with that, I hung up. For the first time in years, I felt truly light. The lottery didn't just bring me financial freedom. It gave me the strength to walk away from someone who never valued me in the first place. In the end, the greatest prize I ever won wasn't the money. It was my freedom.